Hi all. I guess we'll pick this one up where we left off on the last one here about getting it. So we went to court. Finally, the judge says, "You know what? You are disabled, and we're going to have to help you out." Great. That means that your medications, all that stuff, all your testing will be taken care of, and that's going to be big sigh of relief. The money that they're going to give you, like I said, who knows? Uh, I don't get very much at all. As a matter of fact, nobody could really live off of what I get. Luckily, I'm able to find little jobs here and there to help out. But again, when we talk about that word job, remember, you might as well just have a tattoo across your forehead that says liability. Many companies are going to think just too much about what could happen. So, you know what you do? If you're a young person and you're just starting this, just starting to get epilepsy, you're going to know a lot more about technology than someone my age at 47. I can't tell you how many times I asked my son and daughter to help me with something that comes on my computer or how to work a new system. I didn't know anything about TikTok until I talked to my daughter. Let's just put it that way. However, for me, I spent so much time in the world of housings, helping realtors finish houses, painting houses, putting in new fans, putting in flooring, things like that. So, what I was able to do was just make a small business card that said, maintenance by Shane. And I put down the things that I could do, and there you go. You'll be able to find somebody at church maybe that needs something done, and then the word will kind of get around, and you'll be able to do that. I don't know anybody that couldn't go outside and mow a lawn, and a lot of the landscapers will pay way too much, and if you have somebody in your neighborhood that says, "Hey, use my lawnmower and just mow my lawn, I just don't have the time," boom, there you go. You've just made a little extra money to help out with what the government's giving you. You'll obviously get EBT, which will help you tremendously. When when I use that, I'll usually plan out inexpensive meals for the month. Will it pay for all of my meals? No, but it'll definitely help me. If you're married and you have children, obviously you'll be getting a lot more, and with your wife or husband, you'll be able to pool in that money together and really start to do it. Now, if you are married, before my ex-wife and I got divorced, she was the main money maker. She was able to have a full job. Unfortunately, I had to back way off after losing my license and after finally accepting that I was epileptic and there was nothing I could do about it. A hit to the pride, let me tell you. I just became kind of the house dad. I made sure that the dinners were going to be ready. I made sure that our kids' school clothes were clean. I made sure the house was clean. The things that were able to fill in my time when I wasn't working if I could find a job. Some people will just accept, okay, you know what, maybe I'll give you 15 hours a week. And that might be the right idea because you know what? That will give you that $1,600 that you're allowed to make, which would be great. Now, depending on what your doctor feels that it'll help you out with, they'll start putting you on different medicines. I myself take over 6 different types of medicines. 20 pills a day is a lot. Again, it's hit and miss. They will say, well, that one just doesn't seem to be working. You can't blame them because they won't know what medication will do until you start taking it. Some medicines will completely drain your energy. I've been on some, and I still am on some that will do that to me. Uh, there are, what are you going to do? Drink more soda to try to bring up your energy or monster drinks? Well, sometimes if you drink things like that, that'll just get your mind going, into overdrive, and then that might just pop on a seizure. That's it, it's the way epileptics are. I said it before, a hit to the pride. You're going to lose a lot of independence, which means that you're going to feel down. As I said, most of mine are usually brought on by anxiety, But depression is also going to be a big thing. And that depression is going to feel even worse after you have a seizure. Because once you realize, wait a minute, I think I had one, all of a sudden you're going to feel like your whole day is gone. And that's going to be a real bummer. But hey, we have Medicaid and Medicare because of our disability. So we'll be able to find a therapist that might be able to do more than just kind of be someone to vent to. They might be able to give us ideas. Well, you know what? Why don't you join a club? Why don't you talk to more people at church, and maybe they'll invite you to dinners. If you're single, if you're not, hey, explain to your kids, daddy's just not feeling good today, or if you're a woman, mom's just having an off day today. It was very difficult to learn that my epileptic episodes were making my kids a little bit scared because they didn't know. As they grew, it became more of, oh, okay, dad's having a seizure. Maybe in about 3 minutes he'll be back to it. And I'll look at them and they'll say, Dad, yeah, you're coming out of your seizure. You just had one. Until I actually saw what it looked like, I didn't realize that how frightening it could look, because you definitely are not looking straight. Obviously, a grand mal will be much more nerve-wracking than somebody having either just a petit mal or a focal seizure or whatnot. But anyway, again, we just want to talk about the basic things that are going to come across. Little by little, you're going to start to feel more comfortable, but in these beginning months, years, you're definitely going to have issues with the independence you're going to lose, with the complete lack of enthusiasm in life. You'll be feeling so low, but don't let that get you down, because you're going to get over it and you're going to continue on, and you're going to definitely feel that you can do things that will make you feel stronger than just saying, oh man, my life is over and I have epilepsy and that's just going to make it tough. That is only a passing phase, believe me. You'll eventually understand what you can and can't do, and then life will go on as it should. But you'll just have to remember, hey, I can only do certain things. In the book of Matthew, the spirit is willing, but the body isn't able. It's just the way it works. So anyway, another one gone here. Hopefully this one helped you out here. We'll keep talking after this. Sorry. Thank you very much.